I have just come back from a director's meeting, and I can tell you that it warms my heart. It makes me happy to get together with other directors and with top directors like Susan Moore. And I am so motivated to share excitement with you, to share my excitement with you, and to encourage you to in turn get reignited about your Mary Kay world. Let me tell you that if you are not using everything that Mary Kay offers that is suitable for your skin, then you are missing out. So I want to encourage you to be sure that you're not using anything but Mary Kay, and that you're using everything that is suitable for your skin. Okay, so that said, there really isn't any reason that anyone should ever go inactive. If you are using all the product yourself and you have even as few as 3 to 5 skincare customers, your mother, your daughter, your neighbor, your cousin, your sister, then with your purchases, with your usage and their usage, you should be able to purchase a minimum of $225 every 3 months. That would keep you active. So that said, let me throw out a challenge. Our new challenge for the year 2023, Mary Kay's 60th anniversary year, is for you to do one of the following. Here is a twofold challenge, and you can choose the one that suits you. One is to see 60 faces in the month. Now, that sounds like a really big challenge, but let's break it down. If you were to hold 2 parties a week, and it has been suggested that we start calling these product previews or product presentations. If you introduce the product to people over 2 groups in a week, that will be 15 people, especially if you're doing it over Zoom. If you're doing it face-to-face, it might just be 2 to 4 people. The average order is $100 to $150, especially when a person is starting out on her skincare routine. So think about that. Now, if you are not seeing people, then you could possibly do it over Zoom. If you're not interested or comfortable with Zoom, then how about just sending samples to prospective customers and new people, because I've challenged you to get to get a new customer every day, a new client every day. I know that may be intimidating, but it is quite doable. Okay, so your first challenge to choose from is 60 faces one way or another in a month. Now, the other one is to sell 60 items in the month. Now, every one of you should be able to do that, 60 items in the month. Some of you may know that a couple of weeks ago, I received a challenge that I ran with, and that was to sell 50 mascaras in a 1-day period. I started on Thursday evening and I finished it on Friday evening. And so I sent out a text message to most of my good customers that I knew would play, and in fact to some customers that I just hoped would play. And sure enough, I had over 20 customers participate. I sold 51 mascaras from Thursday afternoon to Friday evening. And plus there were some additional orders that came in, and so that was $600 that I sold in that short period of time. So $600 I wouldn't have had in my hands if I had not sent out that information that I was in this challenge. So 60 items, you can do that. So that is one. Choose one or both of those challenges. Now, the other thing that I want you to do, and I would hope that everybody who is interested in building her business to do this, and that is a weekly summary, a weekly tracking sheet. As a consultant, I always turned in a weekly tracking sheet to my director. And then as a director having meetings, I encouraged my consultants to do that. And those consultants who moved up and who really had a good business, they did that. So we have gotten away from that. I have allowed that to just slip away for years now. But tracking my activity is what propelled me into that next level in my business. So I'm going to text you a copy of a tracking sheet, and then I would like for you to make copies of it, and then you can in turn fill it out at the end of the week and take a picture of it and text it to me. And this is such an easy way for you to let me know what's going on with your Mary Kay business and for you to track. It's an easy way to track. And a rewarding way, because when you see it on paper what you've accomplished, and then sometimes if you have a goal to have a $500 week and you're at 480 because you're tracking it, well then you're going to get on the phone and call somebody else so you can make another $20 to hit 500. So it's really motivational for you and rewarding for you and rewarding for me because I know what you're doing. All right. The other thing is I'm going to put your name in a drawing for a Mary Kay prize of some sort that I will send you, your name in a drawing for a nice prize for in each month that you place a $400 order. So let's say we have 40 consultants place a $400 order in the month of July, then all their names are going to go into a drawing, and if somebody places an $800 order, then her name goes into the drawing twice. And so we're going to see how that goes, and I'm encouraging you, if in the past I have encouraged you to do a 225, now I'm raising the bar to 400. And you can do 400 if you're selling any product at all. All right, I mentioned earlier a new client every day. So actually, since I threw that out in the middle of July somewhat, then I'm going to ask you to try to work toward getting 15 new clients in the month of July. Now, how do you do that? As I said in the text to some, you're talking to somebody at the service station or at the convenience store or at the grocery store or at the beauty salon or at Sally's Beauty or at Dillard's, and you're buying something or you're looking for something, and you're having a conversation, and you say, by the way, my name is Kathleen. I'm with Mary Kay. Have you tried Mary Kay recently? She answers, probably no. Sometimes she's never tried it. And I'd like to give you my card. So you hand her your card, and then you say, and I'd like to have your contact information so I can put you on my mailing list. You'll get a lookbook every 3 months. So you give her a card. If you just have the one kind of card, then you give her another one of your cards and have her write the information on the back. And if she just gives you the phone number, then ask for the address. And conversely. So there is a potential client. Now then you follow up. And then I like to say, if I text you, will you text me back? Because when you do that, sometimes that encourages them to really text you back when you text them. It's very frustrating when you have a lead and you text her 2 or 3 times over a period of a week and she never responds. So that's another subject. That's another training. Okay, so 15 new names. And they may not have purchased anything, but it's a new name for the month of July. That is one of my challenges. Now, the other thing is I'm going to start doing Zoom meetings again, and I'll let you know the details on that. I'm encouraged to start them again because visiting with some of my sister directors, I have learned that sometimes, I'm sure many times, it's a good thing for a consultant to have the opportunity to meet without leaving her home. And then I'll continue to have meetings here and there with people who want to meet with me face to face. But these Zoom meetings are going to be, I'm going to encourage you to participate. I think I get discouraged when I don't have anybody participating, but I'm going to think positive and expect great success. All right. There are at least 2, if not more, ladies in our unit who are wanting to step up. Court of Sharing, Court of Sales, DIQ. So for those of you, I have additional assignments that I'm going to share with you on a one-to-one basis. So I hope you're as excited about this as I am. And if not, maybe I can help you to get excited, because this is such a wonderful opportunity. And too many times we take it for granted, and we don't reap all the benefits that Mary Kay is offering. Go out there and make it a good day. Thank you.